probably fine. All right. Welcome to officially the second episode, for many of you, you're going to think the first episode, of Mortgage Men and Martinis. I'm here, your host, Bruce, with our co-host,
Jared Connor.
All right, so today we're going to keep things pretty simple. We're going to do a little quick introduction for those of you who didn't see the corrupted file of our podcast. Many technical issues have happened. We're ironing it out.
Federally regulated as well.
Yeah, so just before we get into everything, I want to just say, before you take any advice from anybody on the internet, always talk to a professional in person about your personal situation. You don't want to take things out of context to try and apply to your own situations. It's always different. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some martinis, talk a little about the market. And as you may notice, we're not wearing our normal giraffe outfits. These are Halloween outfits. So we're going to have some fun Halloween theme.
And happy Halloween 2023.
So, Jared, kick us off with what we're doing with the martini this week that's a little bit different.
Yeah, so this week we are going to do one martini. It is called the
Witch's Heart Martini. Thump, thump.
And what's going to happen here is Bruce is going to go through, give me the instructions how to make the martini this week. I'm going to go ahead, mix that up, pour us a cocktail, and then we'll kind of get into where the home market is. Foreshadow, we're going to be talking about high interest rates.
Maybe
not.
But probably. Definitely, actually. So, because I have two left hooves today, Jared's going to be making the martini. If you ever want to see a martini, you want us to make a martini for you, you give us instructions, we'll get you on the show because we love to learn how to make martinis. But I found this recipe online. It seems kind of cool. So just to give a quick rundown of the ingredients. We have, Jared, do you want to give that little bottle a shake? This little, this is a blueberry shimmery vodka. Handmade. Well, it's made with a machine. I didn't do any of the vodka myself. Hoof made. Ethically hoof made. And it's shimmering. It's cool. It's on the Instagram if you can't see it right here. But it's homemade. It's kind of cool. It gives a cool look to your drink. So if you're trying to make a cocktail for Halloween time, it's going to look kind of spooky. So with the homemade drink, I'll put ingredients in the description. We also have simple syrup. We have grenadine, lemon juice. This is apple juice. It's in a squirter bottle because I was making ribs the other day and I needed some apple juice in a squirtable tube. And then we have apple whiskey and then good old-fashioned shake.
Side note on this, there's been a little bit of a debate at the office. Your ribs, do you cover them in yellow mustard prior to seasoning them?
No, but I feel like I should.
Okay. I just wanted to ask. I do. So,
yeah,
slight controversy. Maybe one day we'll do a rib episode.
To be honest with you, my last set of ribs were disgusting.
Oh, no.
So, didn't use any mustard.
The martini is delicious.
Yeah, this will be way better.
I'm sweating inside of this.
Oh, no, it's just because I don't pay the AC bill. So, all right, to get us started, let's grab our shaker cup.
Yeah, of course.
We're going to want to give
We already have ice in here.
We have ice in there already. Make sure you get ice. Hot vodka drinks are disgusting. That's okay. If you like it, I'm not hating on you. I'm just not going to hang out with you. So we have a 2-part versus 1-part measuring system. We're going to keep it simple. He's going to make 2 martinis for us both. So or one for each.
We're doubling it up. This recipe will make 2 martinis at the end of it.
Yes, absolutely.
If you want one, just cut the ingredients in half.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with 4 parts vodka in this case.
4 parts vodka.
4 parts vodka. This is for 2 drinks, by the way. That's why.
Okay. So we're going to fill this in here. Nice shimmery drink. We got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Beautiful.
Like we came prepared for that.
Beautiful. It was a perfect size. Yeah, absolutely. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a shot of the apple crown. We're going to do 1 shot.
1 full part?
1 full part.
Okay.
So technically 2 parts because we're doing 2 drinks. So it's 3 total shots of alcohol in this case.
All right. I can smell it. It smells good already.
Yeah, it's better.
Reminds me of the seasons.
For a sloth, you're moving pretty fast.
Oh. I'll slow down if you need.
Oh, it's okay. Actually, our next piece, simple syrup.
Simple syrup.
This is clear bottle.
Clear bottle. Got it.
We're going to do half a part of simple syrup.
Half a part?
Yep. I'm sorry. Yes, half a part of simple syrup.
Half a part. Got it. Let's fill that up here.
I probably did this in the wrong order because you know what? Might as well do 1 full part because it's half a. I'm going to get the math done in my head correctly. It is 1 full part.
So we're going another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do one more half. That was my mistake. I'm trying to do math for 2 and it's hard. difficult stuff.
We're caught up.
I can only count to 2 right now.
Count your spots. Do something different.
So many.
You utilize the body. Come on. Your head's in the clouds, I see. And I thought I was going to go slow.
The air's a little thin up there. It's hard to breathe. All right, we'll get back into that. We're now going to take next part.
4 parts vodka, 2 parts apple crown, and 1 part simple syrup.
Simple syrup.
Okay.
1 full part lemon juice.
1 full part
one half
lemon juice?
one half part lemon juice. Half part lemon juice.
You want a half part?
It's supposed to be just seasoning, but we definitely need half because I did this before and it needed more lemon, more zest.
All right,
and then 1 full part of apple juice.
1 full part apple juice?
That's what needs a full part.
Okay. I hope this turns out good.
No, it's going to be great.
Okay.
You put ice in there, right?
That's the key ingredient. I was worried that we would have forgotten it.
My favorite flavor of anything is free, and my second favorite flavor is cold.
Amazing.
And third flavor is strawberry. And then the last part is we're going to take the grenadine.
Yes.
Just a little bit. Just a smidge. I'm going to let you judge what a smidge is here.
1, 2.
Oh, yep. It comes out quick. That's plenty.
I'm used to things going slow.
All
right. So we got it in there.
I gave you a tall order.
Anything else?
That is it. Now we put the shaker on top.
All right.
Shake it all about.
You want a little shake to the right?
A little
and a little shake to the left? A little twisty.
And
then what? We're going to strain it?
We're going to strain it. Okay. Oh, actually, before you strain it.
Oh, gosh.
You know what the fun part is? I want you to grab these straws over here.
Okay.
1 for each of us.
Okay.
I can help you out, but I'm totally helpless.
Okay, got the straws.
Skewer. I can grab this because it's not that bad.
That's easy, yeah.
Skewer 2 raspberries through the straw, please, for garnishment.
Okay. 1.
And slide them somewhere in the middle so you can kind of balance it over the...
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. See?
Okay, I got skills.
I have extra large martini glasses here tonight, so normally it's much easier to do this. We're kind of on a cliff right now with those straws.
It's okay.
You want to know a fun fact about giraffes?
Tell me.
Evolutionarily speaking, they only grew their necks up because that's where the food was.
Do you know how long it took?
What, 7 feet? Oh, years? No idea.
Is that also a fun fact? Giraffes' necks are average 7 feet long.
I hope so.
Well,
I think we look pretty smart. All I know about giraffes is that they look like me.
Net Geo is coming after this podcast.
All right, Nat Geo. I want you to know everything we said is a joke. Animal facts. Don't trust anybody.
Do not trust us. We're not an animal show.
My dad is a cow vet, so I know a lot about cows. True. Actually, he worked on the giraffes at the zoo.
What?
Yeah. I actually have a giraffe downstairs because my dad worked on the giraffes at the zoo. This wasn't planned at all.
No, nothing like a cow.
Oh, they're very much like a cow. They have similar stomachs.
What?
Yeah, they're large animals are actually pretty similar. They don't eat like cows, but it's he operated on them and it was
giraffes are vegetarian. Vegan.
What do you think cows eat?
Growing up on a dairy farm, I didn't think about this one prior to
They don't eat animals. They're not just vicious meat-eating cows. Don't eat cows that eat meat. It's a bad idea.
That's how you get mad cow disease.
Yeah. When you feed cows meat, they go crazy.
In the description, put doctor in front of me now.
That's true.
All right, back to martini, though.
It should be mixed enough.
Okay, yeah. You might have sold. Make sure we bring this back up.
I'm in absolute shambles right now.
While I pour this out, though, let me tell you a fun fact about a sloth.
Okay.
They sleep on average 15 to 20 hours a day, which is how much your typical mortgage banker actually works per day.
That's incredible. Where are my bankers? No, just kidding. They do great work.
Oh.
Shout out Team Avalanche.
Yeah, Spearhead, we definitely put in those hours. I feel like I should have got that over the raspberry a little bit.
It's all right.
Make it look a little fancy. One day we'll be way better at making
beautiful look. We'll zoom in on this, get you a real grainy close-up shortly here. So 2 very full martinis. And these are huge glasses, so it's right about the right amount of drink if you're trying to have a good time with friends. If you're not much of a casual drinker, I recommend having the recipe and splitting that with a friend. Or just drink it all and be cool like me. So, wonderful. I'm
I
excited
love the
to try
shimmer
this.
in this. This is a beautiful drink.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's good looking.
That's a really good looking cocktail.
Ooh.
I wish you guys could see this at home, but it is a
I'm going to go walk up
very
and show the
pretty
folks
cocktail.
at home.
Yeah, put it up close.
All right, I'll go walk over
I'm going to
there.
dip my strawberries in there, mix them around a little bit.
All right, just so you guys can see it. Ooh. I don't know where the camera's at, actually. Lens. It looks like it should be around here. Can't see behind the camera. But it's beautiful. Raspberries. I'm going to spill this.
So let me get a cheers. Hardest glasses to walk with.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down.
Not. Well, hands stay up. Okay. We'll get a nice little cheers here.
Cheers. Let's try this one. Give it a
Yeah.
little review today. Tap it on the glass. One for the homies.
Missed that part. Ooh. Tastes a little bit like a... Actually, I'll let you give your impressions first.
It tastes like an appletini.
It tastes exactly like an appletini.
If you like appletinis, you will like this, but you're going to look much more fancy drinking it with the glitter in.
Yeah, this looks really cool. Tastes, again, if you like apples, I like apples, so I like it. Very fruity, very sweet. On a scale of 1 to 10 of sweetness, I'd say sweet.
I give it an 8.
I'd say that's probably close. Yeah.
Put it in monetary value on it, 8. 80% sweet.
It's pretty, yeah. Yeah, it's not 100% sweet.
Only sweeter was me as a child, probably.
Oh, those rosy
Mom
cheeks
loves
you got
me.
right there.
Called me apple dumplings growing up.
Dang.
Do not call me that in the office.
Well,
Don't do it. All right. Anyways, yeah. Let's segue into this.
all right. So
Which is
before
Heart
we
Martini.
finish, all right. So Witch's Heart Martini. I'll put the recipe online. I found it because it looked really cool. Actually, the photo was a lot more purpley, so I didn't use any food dye. This is naturally this color, which is pretty cool. But then the shimmer was food effects. It's not food dye, but it's clearly not natural in nature. So the other thing that I think would look really cool would be dry ice. So I asked
a little
Jared.
fog.
I asked for it. Turns out if you wait until the day before Halloween to ask for dry ice from your neighborhood,
Everyone's sold out.
they're all sold out. They're like, yeah, kids are doing stuff tomorrow. I don't know if you heard about this thing. So yeah, I'm trying to get drunk, bro. They didn't care. They already sold out. And I didn't do myself any favors.
Responsibly intoxicated is what he meant.
Yeah. I'm definitely, we have, you don't get drunk here.
No.
We just like to have a good time.
That's fair.
And it looks cool to look cool doing it. So definitely recommend this. Halloween drink, I'd say 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. It's
Very
a good drink.
sweet. Looks cool.
Yeah.
It's a conversation starter.
Do we know what martini is next month? I'm leaning toward pumpkin spice.
I think pumpkin spice martini might
basic.
be. Yeah. For November?
Yeah.
It's a good idea. We have a special beach house episode coming to you
Ooh, that is true. That might be coming up actually.
on the just TBD,
On the TBD.
but probably coming.
Yeah.
Can't ship this guy with us.
Oh.
Shout out Brightly Led for getting that for us.
Great LED signs.
Great job.
But this is a little bit of a spooky drink.
Yeah, so it is Halloween, so we should talk about things that are kind of scary.
Ghosts,
Goblins,
ghouls.
dare I say it? Something
Gotta do it.
kind of scary right now.
People aren't ready for it.
We got interest rates.
You know.
High interest rates.
Highest
So-
they've been in 20 years.
It's crazy. It's
It is.
absolutely crazy. Much like the giraffe, how the giraffe evolved to eat high food, mortgage bankers evolved to work with high rate interests because you boys got to eat. We all got to eat out there. It's a dog eat dog world, and we're all trying to be giraffes. But but no, on the real talk. So we actually did talk about this just the other day at work. The conversation you had with a client.
Yeah.
Some advantages of buying it. You had some really good points. I sit next to Jared at work, full disclosure, and sometimes I get the
right
blessing.
next to each other.
I get the blessing of looking over and he's talking on the phone to someone. I'm like, man, this guy is smart.
We've also been promised that where this is going to stay the same at least through the end of the year.
Yeah.
Receiving charges.
We've forced it.
You force it.
I mean, I wouldn't use the word coercion, but we're definitely going to sit next to each other for at least 3 more months, which is pretty coal.
There's no bribing.
The only constant is change, and now the second constant is me and Jared sitting next to each other. But I get to listen to this guy talk. He was on the phone with a guy. Maybe it was a girl. It doesn't matter. Everyone's cool either way. So you were talking though about how it's actually a good time to buy right now because someone was really upset that
8% rates.
Yeah. So why don't you talk a little bit about kind of some things you brought up?
Yeah. Why is it advantageous to purchase actually in a high interest rate market? There's a couple different reasons actually. Most people are worried, obviously, about the overall interest they're going to pay over the life of the loan. But the first thing we have to remind them is what about the term of the loan? How long are they going to stay?
You're not going to stay in an interest rate forever. No. There's a funny phrase, you marry the home, you date the rate. And it's super true right now because you're not in the interest rate for the long haul. At least,
you're not.
God willing, it's not going to happen for the long haul. But yeah, you're in a spot where you want the home. You don't shop for a rate, you shop for a house.
So what are we looking at? In high interest rate markets, what you typically see in the economy is when market interest rates get a little bit higher, people start backing out of the market, which makes it less competitive. Now, when you have less competitiveness in the housing market, home prices tend to what?
Oh, they tend to go down.
They go down.
They kind of flatline right now, but yeah, they don't go up as much.
No, they slow down. It's my kind of speed, right? Less buyers. Home prices kind of come down to be a little bit more competitive in the market, which does help with the overall payment. And that's typically why people are scared of higher interest rates, is where their payment's going to be and what it's going to take on a monthly basis to actually pay that mortgage, right? So when the rates go up, the home prices start to come down a little bit. You start getting things such as seller concessions. The seller's willing to fix repairs when it comes back on the home inspection. Let's talk about seller concessions. You should know this. Quiz you real quick, little facts. FHA loan, how much can you get back from the seller of the purchase price?
6%.
6%. What if you're buying an investment home? How much will you get back?
Well, you can't use an FHA home. That's a trick question.
Good catch. And a conventional investment
2%.
Two.
2% back.
So if you're looking at a $400,000 investment home, the seller can contribute how much sort of closing costs? This is basic math.
$8,000.
$8,000. You didn't know you guys were going to get educated today, but now you did, right? So now we're talking about lower home prices. We're talking about getting some concessions to help you with the cash to close, to save, to move into the house, to furnish the new home, whatever you're looking to actually accomplish with it, right? But what happens when the actual interest rate market does come down? You already own the home. You bought it. You got a good deal on it. You got a lower purchase price. Home prices going back up. People are starting to shop for homes. What happens?
I'm going to probably refinance. Give myself a lower payment.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you already own the home. The value is going up. Now you're refinancing and you're lowering the monthly payment.
Mamma mia. It's simple math. It really makes sense.
Now is the time to actually buy.
Yeah. Well, and this is something I think is important for people, not just people who are savvy buyers, but a lot of first-time home buyers fall into the trap of high interest rates. So again, we're directors at Rocket Mortgage. Shout out Rocket. We hear all kinds of stories all the time from our bankers, from calls we listen to, calls we're on, and one of the common things that all first-time home buyers hit us with is, I'm just going to wait for rates to drop, right? And so, generally speaking, most first-time home buyers are, what is their current living situation?
They're renting. And
when you're renting a home, like the people who are buying the homes you're renting in, who are buying the apartments, they're the people who invest. These investors are buying like right now because they know they get a good deal on a house, and they're just going to pass the charge off to the renters
to cover the payment.
So if you are renting a home, it is almost 0% of the time a good idea to continue renting.
Right.
Now, if you got a smoking deal, I'm not going to try and talk bad about it. You guys got great deals, landlords being super cheap, shout out you. But most people aren't in that situation. Like, rent's gone up substantially ever since COVID hit. Inflation's on the rise. And when inflation rises, it doesn't go like people who own houses aren't saying, well, I better take this on the chin. They're like, hey, buddy, rent's going up next month. You got to cover this. Those Dollaritas Applebee's are starting to sound pretty good right now because that's all I can afford, and I can only afford it if you pay me an extra $500 a month in rent.
Applebee's is actually good.
I had a debate with my team. I love Applebee's. Like, not like I like it.
Versus first date, 2-for-1 special.
Look, I'm a smart shopper.
With coupons.
Not a good dater, apparently. I don't get many second dates, but the first date's all I care about. That sweet 2-for-1 special at Applebee's. And I had to go Dutch all the time. Immediately go Dutch. I'm getting one for half.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't even know what that is.
Going Dutch when you split the bill?
Oh. I thought you meant like Irish dip.
Oh, that'd be funny.
You're just like wined and dined.
Get
And
a 2 for $1 and don't
the
pay
wine,
for it.
dine, and dip.
Where's the bathroom? Walk right out the front door, never look back.
Never look back.
Now, shout out that waitress at Applebee's. She's never telling
Head
me.
out of the sunroof.
Just singing, dancing along. Yeah, Applebee's is great. And not because I'm a landlord who has to buy there. I just genuinely like boneless chicken breast that's like unlimited on Tuesdays. It's a good
Amazing
deal.
that they're special on Tuesday.
I go to Applebee's all the time.
We went way off topic right now.
Yeah,
and I appreciate that though. I mean, folks at home are getting amazing tips and deals from us. Last week was crumble cookies. This week is great first date ideas to save on a budget as we get into the holiday. It is cuffing season, so you got to be careful of where you're spending. You got gifts to buy. You got flights to take home.
Why go to an expensive joint like Chili's when Applebee's is just down the street and tastes almost as good?
Can I tell you a little story about me and TGI Fridays?
I would love to hear a story.
Actually, I have
TGI
two
Fridays
for you real quick.
Tell
One,
me.
when I was young, 15 years old, 16, working at TGI Fridays, I was a host, right? They demoted me, fired me from being a host because I wasn't bubbly enough.
For the folks at home, let's explain what a host is.
Oh, you greet people at the front door and you seat them.
Thanks, folks at home.
I wasn't bubbly enough to work at TGI Fridays, though. So they gave me a pay raise, $1 an hour, and moved me to a food runner and busser, where I didn't have to interact with anybody. Worked out really well for me. Got a raise, didn't have to talk to people. Loved the job. And then also when I was in college, TGI Fridays is the only place I've ever been fired from.
Oh. Are we allowed to hear the story of you getting fired from TGI Fridays?
It wasn't that bad. I had a few cocktails at a Penn State football game. Missed my work shift. And there was a no-show, no-call rule on football days. And I hit that one, and they let me go that evening. It's okay.
Another fun fact, Jared's never missed a day at work at Rocket. Now I see why.
Yeah. I'm scared. Poopless. Fun fact about a sloth. They don't poop hanging upside down in the trees. They actually care a lot about their hygiene, and they climb all the way down, slowly down the tree to go to the bathroom on the base, on the ground, and then climb back up it.
Fascinating.
I know. You didn't think you'd get that kind of fact today from us, but now you did.
I did not think I'd get that fact.
So back about mortgages, though.
Thanks, mortgages. Again, great saving tip. If you don't have enough funds, eat it. Applebee's. We'll go back around to that. But so if you're a first-time home buyer, it always makes sense to buy rather than rent, because eventually it's going to catch up to you. So many people I want the interest rates to get down.
You build equity.
It'll be lower.
Wow.
Now, here's a second question that happens a lot is, hey, interest rates are high. I'm happy to buy, but nothing I want is available. I want to, let's just say, want to buy a $400,000 house. All I qualify for is $250,000. So hit me with a first-time home buyer you've talked to in this situation, or I can step in and explain my 2 cents.
No. So I tell people we live in this Instagram, TikTok, YouTube market that we obviously
cornered.
Number 1 Mortgage Men and Martini podcast on the gram.
We have to be.
We even have a LED sign.
Number 1 LED in the gram.
Yeah. Donations are accepted below. Click the link. Just kidding.
No, just buy merch.
Just buy Martini. Enjoy it.
Merch.
Sorry, merch website.
Label the camera.
We took the hats off the website. I apologize. We'll create new ones. But no, I always talk to people. You want to buy a $400,000 house, and we talk through what the amenities on a $400,000 house is, what you want and why you want that, and then we really have to come back and get out of the Instagram fame. Like, this is what life should look like, and let's talk about, hey, let's get out of renting, paying 100% zero gain when you rent, right? And let's talk about, okay, building equity into a home. Let's talk about owning a piece of land in the American dream. And then you realize, as you get into it a little bit, you build the equity and you build that wealth as the years come, especially as a high rate, market changes, goes down, equity goes up. When you sell that house, that's your next down payment. Because one of the hardest things as a first-time home buyer is saving up for a down payment. I mean, you're spending a majority of your monthly net income on rent, and then you probably have a car bill. And let's be real, most Americans nowadays have student loans at a younger age. Then you got utilities, you got your going out, you got your martini addiction, you got Applebee's 2-for-1 dates. Those add up. If you're going out at like Bruce 3-4 nights a week to Applebee's, first date after first date after first date, the costs add up.
It's no joke.
So you can't, if you have the credit score, the next reason why you can't qualify, it's not for a house, it's for the price point that you're looking at, because you feel like you have a certain list of necessities you have to have in that property. So if we come down and we look at building financial wealth over the next 2-3 years in equity in a home, you can then roll that into the next property that is probably closer to your dream house, right? They call them starter homes. Start somewhere.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I think simplifying it down is one thing that I always like to look at people, because it's a great point. Like you can't get to the end without any steps in the middle. Like very few people in this day and age are able to just get out of college and just go ahead and just jump into their dream home.
that's true.
So you think about, like Jared said, if you're renting, paying $2,000 a month in rent, go find a place you can pay $2,000 a month in mortgage. Obviously, within realm.
Apartment,
If you
condo, townhome.
So if you own a house for 1, 2, 3 years, most people, like I think the average American has less than $1,000 in savings right now.
Yeah.
If you own a home paying the exact same amount you have right now and are able to do that for 2-3 years, you might have $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 of equity in a slow market, because real talk, the way banks set everything up, 2008 is not supposed to happen again. So your equity is protected. We have appraisers going out, making sure people aren't over borrowing.
Pro quo.
We have none of that stuff. That's bad. Bad news. Bad news bears. Bad news sloths. We have the ability to repay rules, meaning that you can't borrow more than you can repay on an average basis. So, foreclosures are way down. Yeah. So if you can't afford a home, 8% interest rate, 9% interest rate, 12% interest rate.
You're going to afford it when the rate goes down.
You'll afford it more. And if you have 20, 30, 40,000 in a year or two, that's more than most people can save up, are able to save up in 10, 20 years. So it's one thing that I definitely think all first-time home buyers should, if you can buy, link in bio, talk to me or Jared. We're licensed in every state. We know someone licensed in a state if it's not me or him. And we'll make sure we get you on your way to home ownership. So,
available 15 hours a day.
14 on martini days.
We cut these short for the Fridays. But other than that, I mean, I think we've done a lot. Hopefully there's a lot of good takeaways from this. We want to make sure everybody enjoys their martini. If you do have a recommendation for a Tuesday or a Thanksgiving martini, a Tuesday.
Turkey martini.
Turkey martini.
It's just a turkey and a martini.
And we don't want to hear anything about gravy martines either.
Yeah,
we're not doing that.
We're adults, okay? Look at us. We got our heads on straight.
As it falls off. But no, Thanksgiving martinis. Pumpkin spice is probably the top vote for right now, so we want to give you that foreshadow moving forward. Thanksgiving, we do wish you guys all a safe Halloween. This episode should air tomorrow.
It should air tomorrow.
We should Halloween
2024.
At the rate we move, yeah.
We were a couple of sloths. We're trying to get our heads out of the clouds. I think you made that joke.
Right? Yeah, I did that joke. Yeah.
I'll think of another one. Later.
Waiting for it. Yeah, we won't get down there. But hey, we appreciate you tuning in this week, month. We do promise to get these out a little bit more regularly. The next one should be out probably before Thanksgiving. We want to make sure you can enjoy and share the recipe and the podcast with your family members as you celebrate Thanksgiving with them. Bring it in close. I'll probably be at home watching football.
I'll be somewhere near Jared, so I'm watching him watch football.
I'll see you through the bushes.
No, you won't. Not if I'm dressed in my chameleon outfit.
I'll be as a bear. Cuddling myself.
All right, with that, cheers.
Cheers to another great episode.
Martinis.
We'll see you in another couple of weeks. Let us know what you need.